Hi there Aries, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. The month begins with the Sun and Mercury both together in your opposite sign of Libra. In the case of Mercury, it is going to be twisting backwards through to the 9th, and that can mean that lines of communication will need working at. And this is particularly true in the first 2 weeks of this month because your ruling planet Mars is in opposition with Neptune, the planet of dreams, which is locked away in the most psychological part of your horoscope. Now, when Mars and Neptune go face to face, there is the potential for deceit. There can be also the potential for genuine misunderstandings, which is ramped up with Mercury's retrograde. Ironically, Mercury in the first 2 weeks of this month forges an excellent angle to Saturn, which is now back into your sister fire sign of Sagittarius. This suggests if you really concentrate, you can actually make sure the detail of what you say to others is actually really clear, but it will require you to show a lot of self-discipline, because all of us could find that our drive is just subtly affected by the shimmering energies of Neptune. And in your case, quite a lot of subconscious stuff can get in the way of your neat physical vitality. So don't be surprised if your energy is actually quite low at the very start of this month. But the 9th is going to be a key day, because on this day, Venus moves out of the bubbly, joyous Leo, where she's been for an extended period for you, and that's had real potential for you to demonstrate your creative skills in recent times. Well, Venus moves into a new home, shifting into Virgo. Venus in Virgo is an interesting one. It's about kind of being of service. If you have had some good ideas creatively in recent months, Venus here is asking you to be much more practical about how you apply them. But it's also about work, and it's about how we interact with others, suggesting if we can make little sacrifices, it can be appreciated by others. But on the same day, Mercury ends its retrograde, which is something for us all to celebrate. But equally, the Sun goes into an opposition with Uranus in your sign. And this is going to go on for some time, and it kind of suggests that there could be some volatility around relationships, or at least the desire to find a balance between your need for independence and fulfilling the needs of the people that you're closely involved with. Your ruler, Mars, is also from the 10th going to be side by side with Jupiter through to the 28th. Now, this is one of those aspects which doesn't come around very often, and it is an opportunity to demonstrate a tremendous amount of enthusiasm, self-belief and confidence. And in your case, there could be a lucky breakthrough during that period around a job. But it's also cautioning you not to be too rash, particularly whilst Mars is in opposition to Neptune in the first 2 weeks, because the information you're basing some of your decisions on may be a little bit sketchy, hazy, or darn right wrong. So keep your wits about you. Now in week 3, Venus goes into an opposition with Neptune. Now if there is someone that you're trying to impress, even professionally, you need to make sure about what your motives are about, because this can be an enchanting influence, but once more it can just change the reality. Ironically, Venus forges a gorgeous link with Jupiter itself in week 4, and that is one of the standout influences of this month. But again, it's in a very practical area for you, so I do feel that if relationships are going to flow for you in the way the Sun would like them to do so for you, there is going to be a need for cooperation and to work backwards and forwards with others, and not be too bombastic about what you want from situations, because Mars's combination with Jupiter could see you very strong-minded about your point of view on things, but cooperation is the key. The Sun moves on the 24th into the sign of Scorpio, and whatever messages do ping backwards and forwards this month, this change is asking you to think about what these really mean not necessarily just what is actually said. So getting beneath the surface of things is definitely going to be important, and a full moon towards the end of this month also suggests that balancing your resources between everyday expenditure and thinking about the future is also going to be important too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.